EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Stroud looking to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with a football. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And when you think about great seasons in recent memory, he's definitely putting one together here. There's a good chance he's going to go over 5,000 yards passing for the season. He's just a little bit under that mark coming in.
There he goes left side. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 49 yards. And that last throw is going to put him over the top. Boy, did you think we'd ever see this? He's over 5,000 yards passing now in this, his rookie season in the NFL. Incredible.
Well, we have seen a trend of college quarterbacks who threw the ball well on Saturdays come right into the league and play well in the NFL. But this type of a number, I'm not sure we could have imagined it. We're watching something really special here.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! Alec Pierce, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Now Stroud. Under pressure, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Stroud to throw it. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Blake Gillikin now. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. At their own 40-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Texans offense set to regain possession.
As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And Stroud now to throw.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Devin Lloyd
in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Stroud here on 3rd and long.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series for those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they'll search for that patience here now. And he'll get it down here to the 43. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. On play action, they'll throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
58 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
He'll try again. And good work there defensively. He's able to keep him out of the end zone. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Here's Stroud.
And he's going to go down again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. The Texans on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and forever.
Stroud. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
Now back to throw.
And he's got Pierce.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Hot 70, hot 70. At their own 20-yard line. Ready?
They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're... It's been executed well.
Ready.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Looking to throw. Stroud.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
A 40-yard punt, no return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Deion Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll look to throw here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Indy. And even 40 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I absolutely love that play call there. They just came off of a big play. They've got momentum in their direction, and they come back and take the shot at the end zone. Just unable to complete it, but I love their aggressiveness.
And touchdown Colts. Will Mallory. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Texans nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. And now out comes Houston.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stroud.
He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And that one complete to Hodgins.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Again, it's Stroud.
And his throw here's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Stroud.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away.
Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They go play action here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD. And now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, if they score here, this one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now. And I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Finding Pierce on the crossing route.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off on a former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Run play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll find Hodgins there complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Stroud looking to throw.
Pass incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Next pause there defensively.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here goes Stroud again.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
Field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Texans are going to get it back here just past the 35. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Here we go. Set.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Throw left side complete. That's Schultz.
Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, 64 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. That's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Got his open man. It's Mallory.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the 1st. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On play action, they'll throw.
He'll let one go deep for Downs.
And incomplete on a deep ball.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
That's going to be taken in by Downs.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. He'll drop to throw.
And he's got Pierce. Touchdown! Alec Pierce, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
2nd and 10. Here's Stroud.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Okay, break. Ready.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken. Down to the 25.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Tackled by Darrell Taylor.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday?
And now off to the races down the right side.
Inside the 10.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards.
And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. On first down, here's Stroud. It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the fourth is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. They'll toss this to Pierce on the right side.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up first and goal.
Now Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Take Dell from a yard out. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go. So when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. Now a toss going left. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Holding offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Houston set to take over. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Stroud. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 9. Under pressure, they got him again. Here we go. This is 4th down. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And that one complete to Hodgins. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, the previous drive they punted, but... And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Cut up.
Throwing now is Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Stroud now on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Baker. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Colts set to take over here offensively. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. And that should be the one that finishes this game off. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Running right through it, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So Stroud and the Texans down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 30 seconds remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw it. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast.